So Nintendo might be blaming Sony for their failure to capture third-party game support, according to a document released by the Japanese investment and market analyst firm ACE Securities. In the document, which was, I believe, originally in Japanese but was translated, and this document consists of information that the company expects Iwata to speak about at their conference on January 30th. It says in the corporate management policy briefing on January 30th, the company is going to describe the future business policy in several things. And when you skip down to number 2, I believe it says response to the problem of the inability to secure third-party titles caused by SCE, Sony Computer Entertainment, investing heavily in the marketing cost of multi-platform software. And upon reading this, I didn't really understand it, and it honestly still doesn't make much sense to me, honestly, because I can't see how or why Nintendo would want, or how could they blame Sony for their failures to get third-party support. I don't see how that would be Sony's fault in any way, shape, or form, unless they mean something differently, and we're miscomprehending what they mean by that. But it seems pretty straightforward. I mean, it says response to the problem of the inability to secure third-party titles caused by Sony. So I don't know any other way to translate that, unless, like I said, I believe the original document is in Japanese and it was translated wrong in the language. But if this is correct, I can't see how they could blame Sony for this, because it's not like third-party support is something that is quantitative or limited in the way that you can run out of it. It's not like it's first come, first serve necessarily. Like, oh, Sony took up all the third-party support and didn't leave any for Nintendo. You know, that doesn't exist necessarily. So I don't know what they could mean by this, unless they mean that, and that would mean Microsoft also, unless they mean that Sony did such a good job with third-party relations and getting all these third parties on board that it made, all these third-party developers completely uninterested in the Wii U. Unless they mean that, and even that's not the real case. It's just that Nintendo didn't make the Wii U attractive to any of these developers, and they didn't want to develop on it for several reasons. So let me know what y'all think, because I'm not sure what to think about this and how they could, blame Sony for their own